Hi, my name is Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull, and here I am in the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, a place I've never played before and quite possibly may never play again. We'll have to see how it goes tonight. Obviously to you folks, I'm best known as a player of the flute, and the flute in rock music and rock music informed by folk music and classical music and jazz and stuff like that. And flute players don't really have a huge need for D'Addario products, it has to be said. But on the other hand, the flute player, in this case, also plays the acoustic guitar. And over the years I've got through, I guess literally, must be at least 1,000 sets of guitar strings. I mean, on average, I suppose, one every 3 nights. So yeah, I got through a lot of guitar strings over the years. I used to play guitars that involved the use of silk and steel strings when I was playing small-bodied Martin guitars back in the early 70s. These days I play even smaller guitars, like this guitar modelled loosely on a French parlour guitar of the 18th century, and it's kind of a slightly scaled down neck, and so the strings I use on this are a kind of, I guess, medium to heavy gauge of acoustic guitar string, and I use the XP strings because I'm really mean. You see, I come from Scotland and we're so mean, you know, we have tightly drawn sporrans. We don't really like to be spending money if we can possibly avoid it. So we're so mean we try and cut down on the guitar strings we use, and the XP products are great because I actually get to play, you know, sometimes even for a week without changing my strings. And in the old days I used to have to change them before every show because I am a sweater. I'm a sweaty guy. And so these days things stay alive that much longer, which is fantastic. I don't need to spend nearly as much money on guitar strings as I used to. So great product, and we tend to stick with these particular brands, and even when I'm playing other guitars I tend to stay with the D'Addario brands for both classical nylon strung guitars and the larger bodied acoustics, where I take you know, much lighter gauge of steel string. Over the last few years I've found that I'm using a lot of the Planet Waves guitar leads and a few of the other Planet Wave products too. One thing that for me is very important is the use of a right angle jack here on the guitar, because it really is a much safer alternative than having some sticky outy jack that when you tread on the lead is going to very possibly just, you know, shred the back end of your guitar. Right angle jacks, moulded right angle jacks, are a much safer bet, and that's what I tend to work with at that end. Whereas of course at the other end we sometimes have right angle jacks, sometimes we have straight jacks, but Planet Waves leads are pretty good. They're good quality and they're a good snug fit, because again, snugger the better in here for me, because I do tread on my guitar lead with amazing regularity, and that's a good tip. Right angle lead in the back of your acoustic guitar. Play safe, don't risk the integrity of your guitar just for a cheap thrill. Yeah, my history goes back a long way in New York City. Hammersmith Ballroom tonight, but over the years we've played places like the Beacon Theatre, and we've played, of course, Madison Square Gardens, played a few of those in days gone by, and even once in the Shea Stadium, accompanied by the dulcet tones of lots of flights into LaGuardia Airport, where we couldn't really hear ourselves think, let alone play, by the sound of airplanes coming in all night. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun in New York City over the years, and of course played out in Long Island and played out in the New Jersey area, various places. In fact, we have a show coming up next August, I can even tell you about now. We're going to be playing out in Jones Beach next August, about the middle of the month. We have a show schedule, so we shall be back in New York instead of in the depths of winter enjoying the first fall of snow today. We'll be back in a few months' time in the sultry and humid heat of New York City in the summer. But out on Long Island, hopefully we'll get a little bit of an ocean breeze, keep us in good humor and in good health. Anyway, this is Ian Anderson saying thank you for having me on your website, and good luck to all folks who set sail across the stormy seas with their D'Addario strings and their Planet Wave products. Good on you.